Hello and welcome on into the Iceline Quad Rinks in Westchester, PA. It's game 2 of the Silver Sticks 18U AA tournament. We've got the New York Stars taking on the Snyder Hockey Foundation coming up next on Midnight Sports. Well, don't worry, they have not changed something in the matrix, I promise. This is exactly the same Snyder team that the Stars took on in the EJEPL Game 1 of the season, that showcase in August, wherein Snyder beat the Stars 3-0. But, of course, this is a different set of games. This is Silver Sticks, the International Hockey Tournament, the renowned best on best. And so it's the Stars taking on the Snyder Hockey Foundation today here in Westchester, PA. Snyder comes into this one with a 6-3 record, wins over Cranford, Montclair, Valley Forge. The Stars, of course, Genesis, and the Long Island Kings to get to 6 on the season. Snyder also played last night, just like the Stars. They dropped a decision to Team Philadelphia by a score of 0-3. Of course, the Stars last night had their own shutout loss. It was 0-6 against a tough Wilmington Nighthawks team. The Stars looking to rebound here today. Looks like it'll be Ryan Speaker in goal for the Stars as they look to get back to 500 in this Silver Sticks tournament. There's another game tonight right here on Midnight Sports. Subject to carrier restrictions, it'll be the Stars taking on Team Philadelphia, the victors over Snyder Hockey Club last night. The Stars will face them tonight. That's at 9 p.m. subject to carrier restrictions. We'll have all the coverage for you right here on Midnight Sports. Go ahead and give us a like, a follow, or a subscription. It's free to you, helps our visibility, and it means you won't miss a moment of New York Stars 18U 2025-2026 action this season. Just about 23 seconds left to go here in warm-ups as we're going to get an early start. The previous game finished a little early. The ice cut might have been the fastest one we've ever seen. And the ice looks nice and dry as we tick just towards 7 seconds left to go in this warm-up period. This is a tough Snyder team that the Stars will face here today. And so we will get set here in just a moment. There goes the buzzer. Stars just finishing their warm-up, as is Snyder. A little last-minute strategy at the Snyder net. I'm sure the Stars are going to do the same as they look to get set. This is a Snyder team that clipped the Stars twice last year in mirror image 3-1 victories, and of course beat the Stars earlier this year 3-0 to open the season. But that was 2 weeks ago, and as we often say in youth hockey, nothing is predictable. That's why they play the game. And so we're going to get set up here in the booth. Can't thank you enough for joining us on a warm September afternoon on a Saturday. Chance of rain for all our friends on the East Coast. So make sure to go ahead and grab that frosty adult beverage. Whatever you'd like, glass of water might be. Have a seat on the couch and get ready for 2 22.5-minute halves. Here from Westchester, PA, we'll see who Coach O'Brien's going to throw over the boards first. Puck's still being picked up, though, so we might just have a moment to remind you of how this tournament works. It's 3 round-robin games. Semifinals are tomorrow morning, finals tomorrow afternoon. The top 4 out of 8 teams in the division, in the 18U AA division, move on to those playoffs, and so the Stars will need some results out of these last 2 games to go ahead and leapfrog up into the top 4 so they can play tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon. We'll see how it all goes here today. 22:30 on the clock to start the first half. It's Kocher, O'Leary, Rosick, Bergman, And we'll see who the fifth skater out there on the ice is for the Stars. Looks like it's Nico Viscoso, the old number 7, skating over the crease to pump up his netminder, as is tradition for Viscoso. It'll be O'Leary to take the drop at center ice. Goaltenders being checked, scorekeeper ready to roll, boards being pounded. We're about to get going here. As the wingers backed out of the circle, it's O'Leary winning that forward, looking for Rosick. Bergman fires on the puck, picks it up immediately, and he snaps one that hits a leg pad in front. Puck bounces toward the slot, and here comes Snyder right back in the other direction. Getting back is Viscoso. He chops at the puck, able to work it over to Kotcher, who had done well to come over for support. Stars looking at the zone exit, able to get that up and out. Snyder dumps it right back in. It's going to be on net. Speaker just settles it there for Rosick. Rosick uses the glass, sends it up and out of the zone once more. Bergman across right under the camera well to work that into the offensive zone. Rosick nearly picked off a pass. Instead, it'll be Snyder right back in the other direction. Look out, Snyder in the slot trying to go around. That puck's going to roll all the way to the end wall where the Stars will pick it up. It was Viscoso who had separated his man from the puck. O'Leary able to pump that into the neutral zone. Snyder takes over once more. They're going to dump in. Puck racks all the way around to the near side of the ice. Pizarro checks his shoulder. First time on the ice here. Burying a man in the corner was Viscoso. Snyder still possessing. Pizarro bumps a man off the puck. Viscoso again with a heavy hit. He's just giving out free candy there in the corner. Snyder looks to emerge with it, but it's Pizarro to it first, and he'll skate that up and out. Stars can complete their change as Pizarro gains the line, dumps in, and Bolognic will fire up the left wing. 21-13 left to go here in the first half. As that puck rolls up to O'Day, he shepherds it over for Russo, who has the puck come off a Snyder skate, and Snyder will come back in the other direction. It's Snyder on the puck, pushed wide, and it's thrown in front. That punt bounces in front. Speaker with the save. Stars work it up to the top of the slot. Slapped in again. This one doesn't get through, though. It was Druda who was able to block that fluttering shot. And the puck eventually out of the Stars zone. Snyder will dump right back in, all the way at the far circle, pushed wide by Druda. Druda gets body position. That puck still spins, but it's eventually chopped up and out of the zone. Combination of Bolognic and Pizarro. Snyder works the puck to the far side of the neutral zone. They'll come right back and try and touch it forward. Druda should take over in his own zone. He does. He's got Davios in front of him and looks to go all the way across the ice for Bolognic. He does, but Snyder pours right back in. Snyder now in a 2-on-1. Snyder in tight. That one hits the crossbar up into the netting. Speaker may have gotten a shoulder on that, but he gives the old crossbar a thank you. And just like that, 20-16 left to go here in the first half. Defensive zone draw for the Stars. Nothing more just yet. As the shots posted on the board, 2-0 right now in Snyder's favor. Probably discounting a couple of Stars' chances there, but in any event, onward we play. It's a clean win by the Stars. It was Gitman and Davios carrying it forward. Snyder takes over at their own blue line. Soft pass up. Sees that puck roll all the way deep. Icing already wiped. It's Druda back forward. He's got Isakov manning the bottom of the slot. He reverses for him, and it'll be Isakov skating it up and out of the zone. He's got Davios up the left wing. Isakov gains the line, dumps in. That's sticked aside by the Snyder netminder, and now Gitman able to cycle it deeper where Snyder will take over. Davios on the forecheck. Snyder now on the near side of the ice. Viscoso trying to stand up his man there. Instead, Snyder will dump it in, but it goes for an icing as they had not gained the line. 19:40 left to go. If you're just joining us, this game got a bit of an early start. It is 1:15 now in the rink, and we're so grateful that you decided to spend Saturday afternoon with us right here on Midnight Sports. And it's a clean win by O'Leary. It was Bergman trying to push it back to the point. Snyder able to jump the pass. Bergman keeps it in the zone on the near half wall. Now O'Leary on the forecheck. It's racked all the way around to the far side. Rosick first to it on the backhand, flutters it forward, and then keeps the puck in the zone momentarily. But Snyder on the breakout. They're one-on-one with Viscoso. Getting back are the Stars. Snyder has the puck hop off a stick. O'Leary pushes a man down there, but Snyder able to dump on in to that far corner. It's Snyder curling with the puck. Kotcher fires on it behind the net, and he carries it on the backhand, looking for Bergman, who gloves it out of the air, settles it down. Snyder back on the puck, but we're going to get a stoppage in play as Riley Bergman's helmet had come off during play, and so the whistle goes immediately. It'll be Bergman restrapping the chin strap and heading to the bench. Of course, we saw this yesterday. If a helmet comes off during play, the whistle not only immediately goes, but the player has to leave the ice at least for 1 game second. And so we see O'Leary at the dot. Pizarro now at left wing. So Leary tying his man up there. Snyder picks up that puck, but the Stars send it to the far side of the ice. Snyder tries to slap it in farther. O'Leary first to it, throws it off the far half wall, but it stays in the zone until it's picked up by Rosick. Rosick joined on the rush by Bizarro. Rosick dangles, fires in. That puck's still loose in front. First found by Snyder, and they'll throw that up and out. No icing here as this puck is going to be touched up by O'Day before it reaches the end line. It wasn't going to carry all the way that way anyway, so Alec O'Day, veteran play there, works it on over to Druda. Druda, soft pass up toward Rosick. Rosick will stop, delay, look up ice, send that across the neutral zone, and Snyder dumps in once more. It's now Rosick back to retrieve. O'Day and Druda protect him in front. Rosick sends that off the glass. Snyder to pick up once more, and on the delayed offside, they'll touch up, giving O'Day time to pick it up in the near corner. It's O'Day getting bodied in the near corner there. He kicks it, though, to himself, and then Bolonic in for support. Gets caught in the linesman's skates, but Bolonic gets it back quickly and works that puck up toward Russo, touches it out of the zone. Snyder dumps in once more. Clearly a dump and chase game right now for the team from Philadelphia. Stars able to get that puck up and out of the zone. This might go for an icing for the team in navy blue. It gives us a moment to catch our breath, and I hope you can catch yours. A reminder, if it's a Saturday afternoon and it's warm outside, but you're on your couch watching ice cold hockey, it's Midnight Sports. Well, this will be Isikoff at the near dot to Speaker's left. It's won there by Snyder. Look out. It's in the slot. It's fired in. Speaker sends the blocker right after that puck and chops it out to the top of the near circle where Davios upends a man, leaves it for Isikoff, who finds Kotcher. Kotcher on over to the far side of the ice. Gitman skates forward up the right wing, tries to move it farther there. Soft toss doesn't connect with a skate in the way. Gitman has it back. He's able to dump it up toward Isikoff, who gets spilled by the blue line. And it'll be Snyder taking on over. Isikoff did well to get that puck deep, though, and it's Viscoso walking the blue line there. Puck just hopped off his stick. It was point to point for Viscoso and Kotcher. Viscoso able to shovel that up toward Gitman. Snyder takes over for a moment, but Viscoso has it right back up toward Gitman. Gitman tries to fire it forward there. Gitman doing very well to jam up Snyder in the neutral zone, and so Snyder tries to center of the ice, but Gitman right after his man. It's Snyder trying to dump in once more as that puck bobbles around at the blue line. Kotcher back for it. Kotcher on the forehand, spins that all the way around. He's got a Snyder man draped all over him. Snyder takes over at the end wall. Snyder tries to come out front. They think about a wraparound. Speaker down, bops right back up. And now it's Viscoso watching a man near the end boards. He wipes a man out there, side of the cage. And it'll be Snyder setting up shop at that far half wall. Snyder still on the puck at the end boards. It's popped out front, but Davios there to settle the puck and throw it up toward Gitman, who skates it up and out of the zone. Stars can make a partial change here as Gitman able to dump that in toward the offensive end. It's Bergman now on the forecheck. O'Leary reaches for it, forces the early pass, and so Viscoso comes back, but look out, they're in on Speaker. He shoulders that aside. Puck pops out front, but Kotcher minds the puck well, and he's able to work it up. Now the Stars have a 3-on-3 developing. It was O'Leary for Bergman. Bergman drop pass for Rosick. Can't connect there as there was a stick in the way. Rosick still throws it in front. Deflection carried on net. A nice save by Snyder. Druda able to keep the zone and work it down to the near half wall. No farther just yet. It's Rosick manning the near point, covering for Druda there as he had pinched in to keep the zone. Puck does roll out, but Rosick able to recover in the neutral zone. Works it over for O'Day, who gains the line and dumps in. 15:38 left to go in this opening half from Westchester. That pass picked off by Rosick at first, but we're going to get a call here. Looks like interference. All we can see so far was that O'Leary was down on the ice, on the far side of the ice. And it looks like it's going to go against Snyder. You can see on the replay here that call is going to go against Snyder for interference as the official explains it. Well, you're going to take my word for it right now, as we'll get that replay working just as soon as we can in any event. The official explaining to the Snyder bench the interference call as the interference call on the Snyder netminder for interference. And so we'll get ready to roll here in just a moment. 15:33 left to go. A reminder, the scoreboard, clock, etc. on your screen is suggestive. Bolonic on the draw. It's one there by the Stars. Bizarro back to O'Day. O'Day on the puck, top of the slot. Wrister passed over to Bizarro, hands it right back. It's shot in, it hits a man in front. It was a Snyder man who was able to block that shot, but O'Day expertly keeps the zone. Bizarro stalks in now, works that puck down just a bit more. Bizarro fires in, that's blockered aside off the Bolognic pass. Bouncing puck on the twine, and then it's chopped wide. Bizarro tries to collect there. He's able to get a stick in the way. O'Day tries to keep the zone. It hits a man, and back is O'Leary to pick up that puck. It's O'Leary now on the forehand. Sauces one up to Rosick. Rosick sees a man in the neutral zone, able to go around him, and now it's Rosick with speed. He's going to shoot, and he shoots and scores! That's O'Leary now on the power play goal. Sauces one up to Rosick. Rosick sees a man in the neutral zone, able to go around him, and now it's Rosick with speed. He's going to shoot, and he was able to pick his spot and find it. As the Stars were up a man, but now they're up a goal. Just under 15 left to play in the first half here from Westchester, PA. Well, ensuing faceoff here for the Stars after the Rosick power play tally is Isikoff. Clean win. Druda then fires that up toward Gitman. Looked like it went off a stick, so icing wash. No complaint from the Snyder bench just yet. It's Davios looking to step into a man there, but it's Isikoff coming away with the puck. He shoots in. That's shrugged aside by Snyder, and they look to pick it up once more and send it up and out of the zone. It's Snyder now working it up toward O'Day. O'Day flutters one just wide. And so this will be Davios, it was Druda working that on up to Isikoff. It's Gitman working that puck deep, trying to get over to Davios. Now on the forecheck, Isikoff to pick up behind by the Zamboni doors. Hopefully not behind. That would be out of play. It's the Stars looking to keep the zone. Druda pinches in as that puck sent up and out, but O'Day to recover. It's O'Day who gets tripped up there. Snyder has it in a 2-on-1. Snyder pouring forward, still on it, shooting in. Speaker able to make the save. He had gone down a little bit early. Speaker had gone down just a little bit early there, but he was able to make himself big and come out on the puck and cover up. And so 13:51 left to go. And this will be Bolognic at the dot. He works it over to that far half wall. Firing on it was Russo. It's at the point, sent in well wide of the cage. Looking for a deflection was Snyder, but instead it's going to be Bizarro to try and pull it off the half wall. Snyder has it back in the near corner. Still Snyder now around the end boards. The Stars push it farther there. Russo's come all the way back to try and get that puck up and out. At fluttering puck is shot and scored. Too much traffic in front there. That puck took a deflection, and it ended up in the back of the net, and it was a short-lived lead there for the Stars as that puck bounced up on Speaker and into the back of the net on the deflection, close in on the near post. Well, just like that, it's a 1-1 hockey game with 13:31 left to go here in the first half. It's O'Leary, Bergman, and Rosick as the forwards, Kocher and Viscoso as the defenders. And that puck won by O'Leary over toward Kocher. Kocher pumps it up into the neutral zone. Rosick back for O'Leary. O'Leary with some speed. He finds Bergman down the left wing. Bergman will dump that puck on in. And the bouncing puck up to Rosick, who works it up to Kocher at the far point. Back to Rosick it goes. A little pitch and catch here for the Stars as Snyder will take on over. Through the neutral zone comes Snyder. All the way into the offensive end there is Snyder, top of the circle. That shot goes high and wide, whizzes over the head of Speaker as Snyder throws that all the way across. Speaker watches that go wide into the far corner. It's going to be Kocher bumping a man off the puck, but we'll get a quick call here as the Stars touch up, and it looks like it might be O'Leary going to the box. We'll see what the call is here. It's roughing, so it's one's even on the scoreboard, but 2 minutes down a man go the Stars on the roughing call against O'Leary with 12:52 left to go in this first half. Stars with a penalty kill on their own here, or of their own, I should say. As this faceoff will come in the defensive end, as it often does. It's Bizarro able to send that puck all the way down to the other end of the ice. Snyder will take over behind their own net. Pizarro, Rosick, O'Day, and Druda out there as the 4 skaters for the team in navy blue. Reminder, the Stars moving right to left on your screen just as they were last night, and they'll do that for the entire game. It's a game of 2 halves. The Stars able to pump a shot on goal from their own defensive circle as Snyder able to work that into the neutral zone. Now look out, it was Pizarro who was able to reach out and find that puck. No call there as Snyder throws that all the way across, looking for another screen shot or a back post touch in. Was Snyder instead. They'll have to be satisfied with the dump in, and Druda picks up there. Comes off the stanchion again for the Stars, but it was Pizarro able to pick it up. Pizarro gets tripped up. That should do it here for the power play as Snyder touches up. With 1:04 left to go on the man advantage. It's gonna be a face-off in the Snyder end. And some 4-on-4 hockey for the hooking call against Snyder. 11:56 left to go here in the first half. 4-on-4 hockey for the next minute and 4 seconds, and then an abbreviated 56-second power play for the Stars, assuming no more paperwork gets written. A little conversation here between the official and the Snyder netminder. Not sure what it was about, seemed cordial, and onward will play here. O'Day able to work that puck over toward Drudo, keeps the zone. Snyder tries to pump it on out from there. A lot of open ice here with 4-on-4 hockey. It's Snyder shepherding that puck into the zone using body position. O'Day on his man. Bergman tries to work that puck up and out of the zone. Snyder captures it once more in that far corner. It's still Snyder curling with the puck, but O'Day on the stick lift and back check, able to get that puck up and out. He leaves it for Bergman. Joining the rush is Isikoff. Bergman on the wrister. Drop pass for O'Day with a little time and space. Tries to pull the trigger. Ice Monster gets it. But it's O'Day keeping the zone and dumping back in. Stars had made a change there. Kocher now out at left point. Rolling puck through the slot. Captured by Snyder, and they'll come back in the other direction. It's Snyder now all the way into the offensive zone. They try to leave for their defender there, but it was Bergman who had picked off the pass. He's 2-on-2 with Isikoff. Able to work that into the zone. Isikoff shoots high. Kocher to pick up at the near point. Pulls it off the wall, sends it across, but look out, it's going to be a break. But Kocher gets across and picks off the pass. It's now O'Leary out there for the power play. 54 seconds of a man advantage here for the Stars. They're 1-for-1 on the day. O'Leary able to settle that puck down, works it over to Kocher. Kocher fires that puck in, and it's going to be stopped and gloved by the Snyder netminder. 10:39 left to go in this first half. Shot 7-5 right now on the board in Snyder's favor. And it'll be Bolognic, Rosick, and Pizarro as the forwards. O'Leary and Viscoso back at the blue line. Nice to have a player like Derek O'Leary out there who can play forward and defender to put him on the power play. It's Pizarro shepherding that puck down a little bit. O'Leary calls for it, top of the slot. He walks the blue line, fires in. He was looking for a deflection, and chasing after it was Bolognic there. It was O'Leary able to pull that out of the air, but it looks like it might have hit a Snyder glove from the bench. So 26 seconds left to go on the man advantage. 10:22 left to go in this opening half. And it's a 1-to-1 hockey game right now from Westchester, PA. This will be Bolognic at the dot. He's got Pizarro to his left. Coming all the way across from the boards was Rosick as he was trying to hide out on that far side of the ice. Stars have that puck. It's shepherded over to Rosick. Rosick, saucer pass to O'Leary. O'Leary with a little open ice, but he was on the backhand, and so he had to delay for a moment. It's still O'Leary trying to thread that puck through the slot. Fired in by Pizarro and then swiped up and over the cage. It was Bolognic who was in tight, but he ran out of real estate as the Snyder goalie went post to post there, and then the net came off its moorings. Just 7 seconds remaining on this power play for the Stars. 10:02 left to go in this opening half. Offensive zone draw for Bolognic to the Snyder netminder's left. Clean win there by the Stars, but it's going to go all the way up and out of the zone. We'll be back to 5-on-5 hockey as soon as the Stars collect. It's O'Leary on the puck. He'll curl with it behind his own cage. Still O'Leary on the forehand. He sends it up, but it's sent into the offensive zone by Snyder. And then Rosick able to jam up that pass to the back post as the puck rolled harmlessly to the far corner. Rosick back on the puck. He's going to skate this up and out. It's still Rosick churning into the offensive end. Stars stay on side. It was Bolognic for Bizarro. Taps that farther down. O'Leary across for the puck. O'Leary still on the puck. No look. Backhanded pass all the way to Bolognic, who does the same. Bizarro tries to kick it out in front of him. He gets it back, throws it in tight for Rosick. Look out, the goal scorer on the puck. He goes around a man, shoots it. It's a wonderful save by the Snyder netminder, and then it's touched home. Oh, baby. It's Bizarro who picks up the loose change out front, and he's able to tuck it between the wickets. And just like that, with 9:15 left to go in this first half, Dominic Pizarro puts the Stars back up 2-1. Well, ensuing faceoff, Davios, Gitman, and Isikoff in the middle. Clean win there by Isikoff. It's going to be dumped in by Snyder, but O'Day settles it and sends it right back out of the zone. Isikoff and Davios on the forecheck. Gitman joins them in the neutral zone. Snyder able to pump it in toward the end line where O'Day collects. He turns on a dime, leaves it for Isikoff, who's got a man all over him, but he's able to work it up to Gitman. Gitman operating well on that right wing. He's going to dump on in once he gains the line. Under 9 minutes left to play here in the first half. It's Gitman on the puck behind the net, works it up to O'Day, who's got a little bit of ice at the top of the circle. That shot's going to hit a shin guard, and getting back is Druda. It's a 2-on-1 now as Druda goes across to take the pass, and he cuts it out. Expert work there by the Stars defender. Snyder throws that across. It's touched farther, but Druda right back on the puck. Soft pass for Gitman, who looks for Isikoff. Puck rolls in the neutral zone. Snyder will take over once more. Druda back on it in his own end. He'll go point to point for O'Day, who on the near side works it up for Davios, who gets the puck up to the blue line and then on out. It's Gitman touching it farther. Mini break here for Gitman. Gitman in all alone. Tries to go forehand, backhand. He's shut down by the Snyder netminder, who throws the big glove on it. Ooh, what a save there by the man in white between the pipes for the Snyder Hockey Club as Gitman had a mini break. He ran out of room at the end, but he was still able to get the shot off. It was the Snyder netminder, who sometimes a better shot is beaten by a best save, and that's exactly what that was. Pick your superlative. It was a wonderful save by the Snyder man. And it's now Snyder coming back in the other direction. Bergman stride for stride with his man down the slot. Snyder tries to pull the trigger, but Kocher with a stick lift and then gets upended, but the Stars able to get that upend out of the zone. Rosick all over his man on the back check, forces Snyder back into their own end. Snyder still on the puck, trying to send it all the way across. And they'll pick it up there in front of their bench and chop that puck farther as it rolls to the end line for an icing with 7:41 remain to go here in the first half. It's an offensive zone draw upcoming for the Stars. Now the Stars have flipped the shots. It's now 9-8 in the team from Brooklyn's favor. And this will be O'Leary with Bergman to his left. Rosick to his right. Kocher and Viscoso behind. O'Leary ties his man up and wins it over to Bergman, who shepherds it on up. As that puck came all the way to the edge of the blue line, but Nico Viscoso able to keep it in the zone. It's Snyder trying to break out on the far side of the ice. They'll use the boards to do so. Kocher getting back to keep his men in front of him. Snyder soft dump in all the way to the near corner. Puck sits in that near corner. Snyder tries to work it to the far side, but Kocher on the breakout finds O'Leary. Bergman up the left wing. O'Leary skates it into the offensive end. Looking for the drop pass is Bergman. O'Leary able to carry that all the way to the end boards and then tries to cycle for Bergman, who gets tied up with a man there. Across was O'Leary, but O'Day had pinched in to keep the zone. O'Day still on it. O'Leary has to go off for a change. O'Day on the puck, trying to send it across. Instead, that puck's going to roll up and out of the zone after a deflection, and so this will be Druda on up toward Rosick, who leaves it there for Bolognic. It's Bolognic sending that across, blockered aside there by Snyder, who looks to pick up the puck once more. O'Day able to keep the zone at first, and then it's slapped farther by Bergman. 6:33 left to go here as it's Rosick across to pick off a pass and then leave that for Bolognic. It's Bolognic all the way toward the slot, thrown in once more. Look out, shot just high of the cage. Oh boy, Rosick wants that one back. It was a grade A opportunity, but he had to go high because the Snyder netminder had made it post to post. And so after a little bit of dramatics, missing the net there from Rosick, he pops right back up with a smile and he'll skate to the bench for a change. 6:20 left to go here in the first half. This is Bolognic winning it forward, but without possession. Pizarro fires on the forecheck. O'Day across to try and keep the zone. His man misses the hit, but Snyder able to get that puck up to the Stars' defensive zone. Druda able to collect, sends it right back in the other direction. Snyder back on the puck with 6 minutes left to go in this first half. It's Snyder trying to work that puck up and out of their zone. O'Day goes for the big hit and finds it. That puck rolls over toward Russo. Russo sends that off the boards for Druda. Snyder's going to be first to it. They send it all the way across. Speaker sticks it aside, and now it'll be the Stars trying to get that puck up and out. Snyder still with it. Screen shot in. Rolls wide after a deflection in front. It's still Snyder until Pizarro able to pick off a pass. Works it up for Russo. Russo all alone right now because there's a line change. He's able to flutter that one up into the offensive zone and by his team. An offensive zone draw on the soft dump in. 5:31 left to go here in the first half. Stars get a full change out of it. It's Isakov, Davios, and Gitman. Kocher and Viscoso as the defenders. This is going to be a far side of the ice offensive zone draw. Isakov to take. Tries to win it over toward the slot. Puck comes up toward Kocher. Somehow able to thread that through. Oh boy. There were so many bodies in the way. It was hard to see that puck from up here in the rink. And Kocher able to thread the needle expertly, find the back of the net, and give the Stars a 2-goal lead with 5:26 left to go in the first half here from Westchester, PA. Now ensuing draw, we'll see all 5 players stay out there. It's Isakov trying to win that forward. Viscoso able to touch it just past the blue line. Snyder has to wait, otherwise they would have been offside. Now they dump on in, and collecting that puck is Kocher, the goal scorer, able to pump that past the blue line. Snyder dumps in once more. Speaker out to try and settle it. Leaves it for Viscoso, who collects that puck on end. It's touched up to the point, but not out. Snyder with control. It's still Snyder on the puck. Pushed up, and Davios able to feather that puck up and out. It's rolling on end. We'll see. Arm is raised for icing, but it's not going to make it. As that puck was spinning on its edge, it ran out of steam, and so Snyder, with under 5 minutes left to play in this first half, will have to pick up and skate it on up, which is exactly what they do with speed. Puck eventually rolls off a stick. It was touched off. Shot comes in on Speaker. He makes the save. Kocher now on it. Behind his own net is Kocher. He works that puck over to Viscoso. Viscoso was delaying, looking for Bergman. Snyder has it. They just pump it down to the near half wall. It's Viscoso able to muscle a man off the puck. Snyder dumps in once more. Kocher to pick up that rolling puck off the yellow of the wall. It'll be Gitman touching it farther for Isakov. Isakov joined by Bergman. As he gains the line, does Isakov. He dumps it in off the glass. Stars back on the forecheck. Snyder now picks up in front of the Zamboni doors, and they'll come right back in the other direction. Bergman fires on the puck, and touches it off a stick as Snyder comes the other way, but O'Day absolutely rocks a man coming across the neutral zone. Snyder back on the puck toward the side of the cage near the end wall goes Snyder as it's O'Day trying to stick lift a man. The reverse doesn't work out there for Snyder because Isakov had sniffed the play out, and then he touches it up to Rosick. Rosick and Bergman into the zone with Isakov. Rosick goes through the legs, around, leaves it there for Bergman. Shot in, he hit the post. Oh boy. It was a play you dream of for the Stars, everything but the vulcanized rubber into the back of the net, as Bergman was just that close to finding the twine. And so with 3:36 left to go in the first half, it's a Stars offensive zone draw. O'Leary, Bergman, and Rosick as the forwards. O'Day and Druda at the blue line. Clean win there by Snyder. Back to their defender. Behind their net they go. They try to send that puck up through the neutral zone. It was touched by players at the red line, and so no icing coming. Snyder first to it in that far corner, as O'Leary tries to rub a man off the puck. O'Day in for support. Puck sits in the corner. A lot of sticks and skates in the way right now as that puck just stays in the corner. Snyder trying to pop it up to the point man, but instead it was Bergman and O'Leary who were able to work it over to Rosick. Rosick at the point, flutters that across for O'Leary, just out of his reach. Comes up to O'Day, who slaps it in. That puck kicked aside nicely by the Snyder netminder. It's O'Leary who goes high, just a bit wide of the cage on the follow-up. And it'll be Snyder trying to come back in the other direction. Snyder still on the puck. They pump it up past their own blue line. A little bit of hitting there at the blue line. All players look to be all right. Druda settles it down for O'Day. O'Day right back for Druda. Stars set up the breakout. They find O'Leary in the neutral zone. Puck hops off a stick. O'Leary able to upend a man there and get the puck back at the logo. Tries to send it deep. 2:30 left to go in this first half. Snyder trying to set something up again, but it'll be Bergman. Shot out of cannon. He's going puck hunting there. On the forecheck, Russo joins him and Bolognic. That puck comes off the board. Stars dump it in deeper. This is more of a dump and chase game we're seeing right now from the Stars. Although there's been some nifty passing, don't get it twisted. The Stars have been playing a workman's game here to try and get the puck deep and then go hitting. It's Viscoso picking it up at his defensive blue line and dumping on in. Snyder to pick up once more. 120 seconds left to go here in the first half as that rolling puck comes out to center ice. It's Bolognic there in the top of the slot. Tries to go past a man. It'll be Snyder back in the other direction. A soft toss seems to work there for Snyder. They're going to come up the right wing. Snyder all the way up the right wing. They can't get past Viscoso as that puck rolls to the end boards. Snyder still on the puck as the Stars trying to get this puck up and out of the zone. It's Kocher in for support. Snyder nearly had it. Bouncing puck finds Russo. It's about time for a little bit of luck for the Stars as Snyder comes back in the other direction. It's Kocher firing that up, and it ends up into the netting with 1:22 left to play in this opening frame. Faceoff's going to be back in the Stars zone as that's where Kocher's skates were, as well as the puck. When it went up into the netting, of course, 18U hockey, no penalty for putting it out of play from your own zone, like there would be in the NHL game. This will be O'Leary at the far circle. It's one over toward the half wall, but Snyder has it. They stalk toward the slot. Look out. Point shot comes in. Speaker kicks that aside to the end boards. And the ensuing shot is saved. It rolls all the way across. Stars first to that rebound. After the double save from Speaker, it's Bergman skating forward with speed. Carries it across the blue line. Snyder will come back in the other direction. There's a minute left to go in this half. Rosick bodies a man, tries to throw it in the offensive zone, gets right back up. Snyder will take over, but it was Rosick who had jammed up that zone breakout at first. Druda across, long reach, able to get to the puck. Snyder pours for it. It's O'Day all the way across. Speaker gets the big arm on it. And so this will be O'Leary to pick back up. That puck fluttered off the sweater. Good job by his parents to buy the oversized jersey as that separated the Stars from giving up a goal there. It's Snyder coming back in the other direction. Look out, it's a 4-on-1 for Snyder with 30 seconds left to go. They fire. That puck flutters up. Speaker with the stick save on the follow-up. Snyder still with the puck at the end line. It's 24 seconds left to go here as the Stars pour on the puck. They're just trying to keep it pinned against the boards right now with 18 seconds left to go to eat up what's left in this first half. It's Snyder able to work that puck free. They look toward the point. O'Leary bodies a man. Shot doesn't come in because it hits a stick and a skate, and now the Stars can skate away with it. They flutter it up into the Snyder zone. 3 seconds left to go in this half. The Stars survive a late flurry there by Snyder. And we go to the half with the New York Stars 3, Snyder 1. Stick around. Looks like we're going to have a call here. Well, it's going to be cross-checking against the Stars. So the Stars, for the opening 2 minutes of the second half, will be on the penalty kill, up 2 goals, but down a man for 2 minutes when we come back after the ice cut. Stick around. A few words from our sponsors. And maybe if you're lucky and good, some highlights for you. This is Midnight Sports. It's O'Leary now on the forehand. Sauces one up to Rosick. Rosick sees a man in the neutral zone, able to go around him, and now it's Rosick with speed. He's going to shoot it. He shoots and scores to recover. It's O'Day who gets tripped up there. Snyder has it in a 2-on-1. Snyder pouring forward, still on it, shooting in. Speaker able to make the save. He had gone down. The Stars push it farther there. Russo's come all the way back to try and get that puck up and out. At fluttering puck is shot and scored. Too much traffic in front there. Speaker watches that go wide into the far corner. It's going to be Kocher bumping a man off the puck, but we'll get a quick call here as the Stars touch up. A shot on goal from their own defensive circle as Snyder able to work that into the neutral zone. Now look out, it was Bizarro who was able to reach out and find that puck. Be satisfied with the dump in, and Druda picks up there. Comes off the stanchion again for the Stars, but it was Bizarro able to pick it up. Bizarro gets tripped up. That should do it here. Seconds of a man advantage here for the Stars. They're 1-for-1 on the day. O'Leary able to settle that puck down, works it over to Kocher. Kocher fires that puck in, and it's going to be stopped and gloved the backhand, and so he had to delay for a moment. Still O'Leary trying to thread that puck through the slot. Fired in by Bizarro and then swiped up and over the cage. It was Bolonic. He goes around a man, shoots it. It's a wonderful save by the Snyder netminder, and then it's touched home. Oh, baby! And now, it's Gitman touching it farther. Mini break here for Gitman. Gitman in all alone. Tries to go forehand, backhand. He's shut down by the Snyder netminder who throws the big and then leave that for Bolonic. It's Bolonic all the way toward the slot. Thrown in once more. Look out, shot just high of the cage. Oh boy, Rosick wants that back in the other direction. Snyder back on the puck with 6 minutes left to go in this first half. It's Snyder trying to work that puck up and out of their zone. O'Day goes for the big hit. Zone draw. Izakov to take. Tries to win it over toward the slot. Puck comes up toward Kocher. Somehow able to thread that through. The zone with Izakov. Rosick goes through the legs, around, leaves it there for Bergman. Shot in, he hit the post. Oh boy. It was a play you dream of for the... All right, welcome back to Westchester, PA in the Iceline Quad Rinks for the Game 2 of the Silver Sticks International Hockey Tournament. This is Midnight Sports, and to give you a recap of the first half, if you're just tuning in or just want to hear about it, it was Rosick, Bizarro, and Kocher who are on the score sheet as goal scorers for the team from Coney Island. And 22.5 minutes put back up on the clock for the second half here from suburban Philadelphia. It'll start with the old 89, Derek O'Leary, in the box for the Stars. It was a post whistle or commensurate with the whistle to end the half cross-check as O'Leary was trying to work that puck deep into the Snyder zone to see out what was a flurry from Snyder in the last minute of that first half. They'll, of course, want to pick right back up where they were, and the Stars will want to change that last-minute narrative from the first half. Some strategy going on here at the Snyder bench and the Stars bench as the abbreviated warm-up period has come to a close. As we said, 22 and a half minutes up on the clock, and we'll see who Coach O'Brien throws over the boards first. Typically, he's been putting his starters from the first half out to start the second half, as most coaches do. Makes perfect sense. And so we'll see after this discussion is had right at the bench. This looks like it'll be O'Leary in the box. Of course, we'll see, because it'll be penalty killers coming over the boards as to who might get out there to kick us off here in the second half. Looks like it's going to be Russo and Bizarro as the penalty killing forwards. Special teams out there. Easy to forget sometimes, despite the fact that I had just said it. O'Day and Druda as the defenders. Russo ties up his man at the dot. Snyder will take over, though. Across goes Druda to push his man wide. It's Snyder all the way into the offensive end now. And they'll set up shop, at that far point. Now top of the slot. That puck's going to flutter, go off the glass, come in front, and it bounces over Speaker's shoulder. He had the puck in front of him, tried to touch it farther. Snyder able to just chop the puck 18 seconds into this second half. And all of a sudden, it's a one-goal hockey game just like that. And it's 3-2 with 22 minutes and 12 seconds left to go here in the second. Shots 15-14 in favor of Snyder. And the ensuing face-off will be Gitman, Izikov, and Davios as the forwards. Druda and O'Day as the defenders. Snyder has the bit between their teeth right now as they come all the way across. Speaker snaps the glove out, makes the save. And so it'll be a freeze as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey after the power play goal. And this is Izikov at the dot. Near side drop. Snyder comes away with it up to the point. Look out. Shot comes in, goes wide of the cage. That shot missed all bodies in front. A deflection would have carried it on net, or at least have a 50-50 shot of doing so. In any event, it's Izikov trying to work that puck forward in the neutral zone. And Snyder takes over on the weak side. They send it all the way across. Long reach there by Druda. Separates his man from the puck. O'Day back at the end wall to pick it up on the forehand. Sauces a pass, but it only goes up to the point as that puck had fluttered off some wet ice. And so the Stars have to reset. Izikov back on the puck. It rolls to the side of the cage. All the way around goes Snyder. And the Stars watch their man wide there. They try to fire it in, does Snyder. Upended was Davios. Snyder back on the puck. They'll dump it in once more. They get to work in the offensive zone. They make a change, though, behind the play. So right now, 5-on-4 out there as the Stars able to dump that up and out of the zone. It's dumped in once more. Druda on the puck. Druda across for Izikov. Bizarro joins as Izikov will dump on in and give chase. It's Bizarro and Russo as the other two forwards out there. Viscoso and Kocher as the defenders. This is now Snyder trying to pick up the puck in the near corner. Snyder on the puck there, but Russo able to cut out a pass. Snyder just pushes it past the blue line. Bolonic all the way across now for Kocher. Kocher on the puck, sauces that up toward Russo, tries to carry it farther. Two Snyder men surround him, and now Snyder looks to come the other way. They gain the line, they'll dump on in. It's Speaker out of his cage. That rolling puck all the way over to the near corner. And it will be Bizarro looking to send that up and out of the zone. He gets it back off a deflected pass. He finds Russo, who smartly had his stick on the ice. Russo drop pass doesn't connect there as it rolls off his stick on a poke check. And so Snyder tries to come right back the other way. Right now, though, they're offside, on a delayed offside. They do touch up. It's 20:15, left to go here in the second half. Snyder touched the puck on the wrong side of the blue line there. And so we get a stoppage in play with 20:15 left to go in the second half. Point to point goes Kocher for Viscoso. Viscoso back behind his own net, works it up toward Russo, who leaves for Bolonic. Bolonic carries it farther into the neutral zone. as that bouncing puck finds Russo once more, who throws it right back into the neutral zone. Snyder across the ice to the near side. Snyder still with some speed, side of the net. They fired it. It goes all the way across the goal mouth. And now it's Russo able to touch it farther. He gets on his horse. He gets body possession. He's got Pizarro lurking in the slot. Can't quite work it over to him. It was a good defensive play there by Snyder. And the Stars make a change on what was effectively a dump in. It's now Snyder coming back all the way into the offensive zone. They try to set up. O'Leary pushes that puck up and out, and now he gives chase. A stick lift. He's got Pizarro all alone in front. It's O'Leary on the puck over to Pizarro, who tries to come back across to the far post. And so it's a stoppage in play as the Snyder goalie goes post to post, and the cage comes off its moorings with 19:26 left to go here in the second half. It's the Stars who thought they were in and instead had some goal equipment trouble that kept them out. Snyder now pushing that up past the blue line. O'Day back in a hurry. Druda gets a stick across, but it turns into a mini break. They shoot Speaker with a save, and now it's O'Day picking that puck up in the near corner. He's got a Snyder man all over him who cycles it deeper. Look out, Snyder out front. Speaker jams that gate shut. It'll be O'Day coming back with the puck. O'Day all the way up toward Bergman, who definitely pulls it out of some Snyder skates, leaves it for O'Leary. O'Leary on the puck now. Wrister shot in wide of the cage. O'Day will stop at the near point and keep the zone. It goes off a body, does the puck. And O'Day able to keep the zone initially all the way across. Snyder sends it. O'Leary gets his stick in the way twice to jam up the break-in, but here comes Snyder once more. Gitman across. It's Snyder still on the puck. They fire in. Speaker kicks that out. It comes right back into the slot. Playing with fire a little there was the Stars netminder, but he made the save, and that's what counts. Now we get a stoppage in play as it's Snyder with some words for the Stars. We'll see what gets done here as it's some paperwork to be had. We've got, it's a 2 and 10 for both players. And the Stars will be down a skater here, it looks like. And so, after listening to that explanation, it'll be a power play for Snyder. You can see it here on the replay. It was the initial call, looked to be the hit right here under the camera well. After the puck was down, right there into the boards, the arm goes up from the official at that moment, and then some jawing between the players. Saw extra penalties added on. The net result is 5-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes. Keep in mind, Snyder was able to score 18 seconds into their last power play. And the Stars nursing a 1-goal lead right now with 18:34 remaining to go in this game. It's the Stars 3, Snyder 2. Snyder up a man for the next 2. Stars work that up to the slot, but it's Snyder who takes over. Snyder at the near point, look to fire, and Speaker gets down, kicks that aside. Snyder keeps it in the zone. Snyder at the far point. And they've got some time and space here at the top of the slot, but it's a shot blocked by O'Leary. Snyder keeps the puck in the zone. Stars need to relieve some of this pressure here as Snyder stalks in. They shoot in. Speaker with the leg pad save. All the way across is Viscoso. He tries to touch it farther for Bolognic. Snyder retains possession. It's Snyder now firing in. That deflection carried up into the glass. Snyder still on the puck, near side of the ice. No one home at the near point as that puck hopped over a stick. And that alone will relieve pressure. 40 seconds into this man advantage for Snyder. Here comes Snyder back in the other direction. It's Kocher and Russo at the defensive blue line. They stand a man up there, but Snyder pours forward. Kocher reaches forward, able to push his man wide. Snyder back on the puck on that far side. Now in the top of the slot. Snyder looking for room, but that puck takes a deflection off a body. Might have been Speaker, and it'll be Snyder picking it up again near the near post. Snyder trying to cycle it right in front, but it was the Stars able to get that puck up and out. Looks like off the stick of Kocher. 45 seconds left to go in the man advantage here, as it was Rosick on the penalty kill. He was able to jam up the initial zone breakout, but here comes Snyder once more. 3-on-3, good stick by the Stars. Rosick does the rest to send it all the way down again. 30 seconds left to go on the man advantage. 17:02 left to go in this half. It's Snyder coming back in the other direction. Snyder on the puck. They'll stop and go to the far side of the ice. Kotcher pushes his man wide there. Russo's back for some help. Puck rolls off a stick. Snyder retains possession at that far point. Puck comes all the way across the blue line. Snyder just has to dump in. Now the near circle all the way across. That puck sits in front. Speaker swipes it aside. Look out. Snyder shoots in, but Speaker gets all the way across with a diving Russo, and that shot goes wanting. Now it's Snyder all the way across. Still Snyder. They shoot the follow-up wide. It goes up into the netting. Oh, it's all a bit fraught in the Stars' end, but that puck stays out. And so with 16:29 left to go in this half, we're back to 5-on-5 hockey and a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, we may be at sea level, but I'm going to need some oxygen soon if we keep going post to post like that in the Stars' end. Running out of words. Never thought I'd say it to describe that sequence. It's now Snyder on the puck. They'll shoot in. Speaker able to kick and stick that aside. So Day trying to pick up that puck at the end board. Snyder controls in the near corner. Davios fires on his man, leaves it there for Isakov. Isakov tries to find some time and space behind his net. Now he'll skate it up through the defensive zone. Good skating by Isakov. Carries it into the offensive end. Davios down the seam. Isakov shoots in. And that's gloved down very well by the Snyder netminder with 16:07 left to go here in the second half. It'll be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Now Isakov made something out of nothing there. Skating all the way through the neutral zone, as you can see on that replay, and snapping a shot off. Ensuing face-off, Isakov wins. Gitman worked it back to O'Day, who dumps on in. O'Day able to keep the zone at the blue line, sends it to some open ice on the far side. Stars getting back to that dump and chase game, but it'll be Snyder feathering that puck out through the neutral zone, where O'Day can pick up at his own blue line and settle that puck down. It's O'Day skating through his own zone, throws it right back into the neutral zone where Snyder dumps in. This puck's going to come all the way to the near side for Druda to pick up. Blows a tire there, bouncing puck though. He was able to work to O'Day. It's now the Stars trying to get that puck up and out. They send it deeper in the zone to buy some time, but it's Snyder all over him there at the end boards. Druda in for support, bouncing puck toward the side of the net. Again, all a bit fraught on that far post. It should be Gitman here on the puck. He gets wiped out of the play momentarily, but he did enough to buy some time for support, and then Druda able to send that up and out. Rolling puck's going to roll all the way down to the Snyder end, where the Stars can make a line change. It's O'Leary and Bizarro on the forecheck. Floated puck finds Rosick through the neutral zone. He has to curl back for it. It's Rosick with some speed all the way over to the board. Still Rosick works it up toward O'Leary, who sends it right back to him. Bizarro awaits. Chipped over to Bizarro, but it's sticked aside by the Snyder defender. A wonderful defensive play there by the team in white. Stars have it back in the neutral zone. Bizarro throws it off the boards. He was looking for O'Leary, who is now on the forecheck in the Snyder end. 14:38 left to go here. O'Leary wipes him in out of the play. It's Rosick out in front on the backhand, thrown in, spilled in front. Stars trying to get another shot off. That puck hits bodies in front, doesn't get through. In the end, a good defensive play there by Snyder, who will come right back in the other direction. It's Viscoso pushing his man wide. Snyder stops and delays on the line change, and Kotcher in perfect position to intercept the pass. Works it up for Bizarro, all the way across for Rosick up the right wing. Rosick tries to carry it farther. He gets hit off the puck, and now Snyder can come back the other way. Icing going to be waved here, and so it's Viscoso bodying his man. Snyder on the puck, but Viscoso had done enough to jam up the play, and now he's got the puck back all the way up for Rosick, who leaves for O'Leary. O'Leary looks across the ice. He has Bizarro back post, can't get it to him, as Snyder has figured out you got to send two men after Derek O'Leary. It's now Snyder all the way through the neutral zone. Getting back is Viscoso. Snyder will curl there on the wrister. They shoot. Speaker throws the glove on it and somehow makes the follow-up save as he threw the big old blue mitt on top of the puck. And so with 13:37 left to go in the second, it's just a defensive zone draw. Now, you know what they say, you paid for the whole seat, but you're only going to need the edge. And it couldn't be any more true here this afternoon from Westchester, PA. It's the Stars, defensive zone draw. Snyder throws it across the slot, but first to it is Druda. Slaps it up toward Russo, and the breakout connects to Gitman. This line has some juice right now, as it was Russo for Gitman. Gitman able to work that puck behind the net. He's looking for Bolonic, a stick in his way. Bolonic in for support as it sits at the near half wall. O'Day creeps in from the point. Bouncing puck, O'Day tries to jam it farther as Snyder has two skaters in the way. 3 Stars here in the offensive zone. It was Bolonic who was able to pull it off the wall, but a bouncing puck eventually hit a skate. And here comes Snyder back in the other direction. It's Druda all the way across. He gets body position on his man, leaves the puck for Russo, chips it on the backhand all the way over to Gitman. Gitman on the puck, on the breakout, looking for O'Day, who's able to get that puck up and out of the zone, and Bolonic will now give chase. 12:51 left to play here. We're just about halfway through the second half. I guess that makes this the fourth quarter. You figure it out. I'm too busy trying to watch some fantastic hockey here from suburban Philly. We're going to get a call here. Looks like interference. And it might be Snyder going to the box as the whistle went as they were touching the puck. In fact, it is Snyder to the box with 12:39 left to go in this second half. 2 minutes for interference. Stars up a goal, about to be up a man for the next 2, unless something happens in the interim. Pizarro, Bolonic, O'Day, O'Leary, and Rosick. And this will be Pizarro to take the drop, as he instructs Rosick to head on over to the near half wall. Pizarro kicks that up to O'Day, who shepherds it over to O'Leary. O'Leary can stalk in. That's blocker to side. Puck loose in front. Snyder first to it. O'Day's shot goes off a shin guard. Bouncing puck in front, nearly touched home, and instead sent all the way out of the zone by Snyder. And so back for it is O'Leary. Now the Stars just that close to doubling their lead on the man advantage. Instead, they'll have to reset. Rosick with speed up the left wing. Rosick still on the puck into the offensive end. Goes around him in. He shoots it. He scores. Oh, baby, you won't see a sweeter goal than that. It was Rosick who skated all the way up the left wing. Andy Oleda on the way in went 5-hole on the backhand and doubled this Stars lead and his tally in the game. It's the Stars 4, Snyder 2, 12:18 left to play in this second half. Now there was a collision at the goal as that puck trickled across the line. Just a little bit of discussion between the coaching staff and the officials. Of course, everyone able to pop right up. And so, as we said yesterday, the health and safety of the players paramount out here. So good to see everyone back on their feet and skating. It's the Stars breaking into the offensive end, able to touch up on the delayed offside, but it'll be Snyder with the zone breakout. Gitman on the forecheck. Snyder comes around up the right wing, but Kocher able to poke check the puck away and work it up to Isakov. Isakov throws that off the glass, trying to get the puck deep. Caught it on the toe of the stick, it looked like, so it didn't go quite as far in the zone as he wanted, but the Stars still merciless right now on the forecheck. Snyder's going to come up the left wing. It's Kocher getting back. Snyder back on the puck. Kocher looked like he was ready to block that shot. Snyder throws it out front. Speaker just jumps on top of it with 11:28 left to go here in the second half. It's going to be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Now Stars starting to make some quicker line changes out here. This is game 1 of 2 today. Stars play again at 9 p.m. right here on Midnight Sports, subject to carrier restrictions against Team Philadelphia. And so Coach O'Brien trying to keep legs fresh out there. And this will be O'Leary to take the drop. O'Leary ties his man up. Pizarro pours in, and it's Snyder coming away with it on the forehand. They fire in wide of the goal mouth, and now it's Rosick bodying a man at the near half wall. Snyder tries to dump in once more. 3 Stars in the way. O'Leary able to use the glass and find Rosick. It's a 2-on-1. Rosick for Pizarro. Snyder has one man back. Rosick shoots him. That's gloved aside. And Pizarro to pick up the loose change. He finds O'Leary in stride. O'Leary down low. That puck still fluttering in front. Snyder able to pick it up and send it up and out of the zone. It's now Snyder back the other way. 1-on-2. Snyder tries to go around, and they shoot and they score. Oh boy, it's like a carbon copy of the Rosick goal. Snyder shoots and scores and cuts this back to a 1-goal game. In tight. Well, what a play by Snyder there to make this a 4-3 hockey game. Just like that, back to a 1-goal contest. here from Westchester, PA. It's Bolognick at the dot. He's got Izikov to his left. Bolognick clean win back toward Kocher. Kocher to settle that puck down, and it's worked on up. Snyder takes over at the logo. It's Snyder coming through the slot, but this time they're offside. And so the Stars can try and catch their breath with 10:43 left to go in this game. Well, it'll be a neutral zone drop. Bolognick on the puck just outside his own blue line. And he tries to win that back to Kocher. He does. Kocher touches that puck up to the blue line once more. Snyder able to keep the zone so far. And momentum carries that puck into the zone, and it stays there. Snyder back on the puck. They fire it across. Speaker gets the leg pad out and sends it to that far half wall. And now the Stars just trying to get it past the blue line. They do through the stick of Anthony Russo. Puck dumped in once more by Snyder, but it's Bolognick picking off that pass, working it up to Izikov. Izikov on the forehand, surveys, throws it all the way through the slot. Bolognick first to it after the stick lift. Dodges a big hit there. Rolling puck's going to come up toward the point, and Snyder controls. They're 2-on-3 toward the offensive zone is Snyder. Pushed just wide there, looking for a pass toward the slot. Snyder comes all the way around. Oh boy, nearly home there in the low slot. The pass goes wanting though, and Snyder sets it up once more. Speaker gets down, kicks it aside. It's Viscoso bodying a man in the corner. Snyder works it over to the near corner. It's Izikov trying to work that puck off a man. Snyder fires in, and it was Kocher getting a stick to send it over to that far half wall. Now the Stars trying to pick this up behind the net. It's Snyder on the puck there. They fire in. Deflected shot sits near Viscoso's skate. He does the prudent thing and just sends it all the way down the ice. It'll go for an icing. But right now the Stars needed to get that puck out of the zone, and they did. 9:29 left to go in this game. And it's a defensive zone draw upcoming for the Stars. Now it'll be O'Leary, Gitman, and Rosick, joined by O'Day and Druda. Far circle drop here. It's O'Leary at the dot. Puck dropped off a skate almost. Snyder's going to have to curl back out of the zone for it, and then they'll shovel it farther, but Rosick to pick up at the far side of the ice. Look out, that bouncing puck missed all sticks. Snyder, though, has it in the zone. They curl toward the slot, and it's a huge hit by O'Leary to separate his man from the puck. Rosick back on it, snaps a shot high of the cage. Puck rolls on the dasher. Kept in the zone momentarily by O'Day, but here comes Snyder back in the other direction. It's O'Leary getting in the way of his man to slow him down and then shouldering him off the puck. O'Day out there now on the forehand around his own net. Back to the backhand, he finds Rosick, who taps forward for O'Leary. O'Leary on the puck, gains the line, he'll dump in. He takes a hit to do so, but he was able to get that puck deep. It's Gitman on the forecheck, turning his man. Snyder will try the far side of the ice. Puck rolls up toward Rosick, just hops over his stick, and so this will be Snyder coming back into the offensive end. O'Day watches his man there. Rosick to pick up, nearly loses an edge, but works it up toward Gitman, who finds O'Leary. O'Leary 1-on-3 into the offensive zone, almost 1-on-4. O'Leary just trying to dump it in so he can go for a change. He's kept the zone the whole time, and he works it over toward Rosick. Soft shot in, wide of the cage. Snyder to pick up near side of the ice. Getting back is Druda. O'Day joins him. It's 2-on-2 here as Snyder curls toward the slot, but Druda did very well to keep his man from breaking in along the blue lines, forced him offside. With 8:08 left to go in this second half, it'll be a neutral zone drop right in front of the Stars bench. Russo, Druda, Bolognick, Bizarro, and O'Day, the five skaters in navy blue. It's chopped forward, and now it's Bizarro firing on that puck. It comes off his face mask on a deflection, but he is hounding his man on the back check. Snyder takes over at the logo. They work it up the right wing here. They send it across, but on a delayed offside, Snyder touches the puck, and so with 7:55 left to go in this second half, we're going to do it all over again in the neutral zone here, right in front of the camera well. Same five skaters will stay out there for the Stars. This will be Bolognick pushing that face-off win forward. Snyder will give chase. Bizarro on the forecheck. Under 8 minutes left to play in this game. It's Druda surveying his options, curls back for the puck, goes point to point with O'Day. O'Day sends it right back to Druda, and Druda able to work that puck up toward Russo, tries to dig it off the boards. Bolognick in for support, thrown across for Druda. Druda works that puck up, but not out. Look out, Snyder has the puck. They're in tight. Across comes O'Day, and he's able to rub that puck off a stick. And now we're going to get a stoppage in play. We'll see. It's going to be hooking on the Stars here. And so they live to fight another day, but they'll be down a man. While up a goal, it'll be Bolognic to the box. And so Snyder sends power play unit number 1 over the boards with 7:24 left to go in this game. Shots 25-21 in Snyder's favor. And this will be Rosick and O'Leary as the forwards, Kocher and Viscoso as the defenders. Big penalty kill upcoming here for the Stars if they can do it. It's Kocher touching that puck up, trying to throw it out of the zone. He gets another bite at the apple. Rosick able to hit that puck out of the air and get it to the neutral zone. Snyder sets back up at their own blue line. Snyder now with speed up the right wing. Look out, Snyder trying to go around everybody, push just a bit wide. They'll stop there. It's Viscoso following man. They're in tight. They'll come all the way around, and it was Speaker who gets across post to post with a little help from his friends. It's still Snyder in tight. Speaker shuts that down. Rolling puck toward the corner. Snyder on the puck there, fighting and jousting for it is Kocher, who kicks it over to that far corner. Snyder back on the puck. Rosick minds a man there. They were looking for open ice, was Snyder, but it was a good deflection. Looked like off the stick of O'Leary. It's now Snyder working that puck on the far side of the ice. Kocher all the way across, tries to send it farther. He does. Snyder has to reset at their own blue line. 6:32 left to go. 1:07 left to go on the man advantage. It's Kocher all the way across. O'Leary on the puck. He's going to be able to send this all the way down. And so the Stars can get a change out of that dump in on the penalty kill. 6:17 left to go in this game. It'll be Snyder coming all the way back up ice. Down the right wing, Bizarro bodies a man there. It's sent around by Russo as that rolling puck's not going to leave the zone just yet. Snyder with some time and space up there. They work it over to the right point. They'll fire in. Speaker takes that up high, throws the big glove on it. And just like that, buys his team a freeze after taking that puck up and under the chin. Looks to be no worse for the wear with 5:59 left to go here in the second half. It's going to be a face-off near side of the ice. Stars defensive zone. Bizarro to take. So Day and Viscoso joined by Russo as the penalty killers. And we get just a bit of a delay as Russo backed out of the circle, as is the Snyder man. Puck's dropped. Snyder wins it over toward the near half wall, and now at the point they'll send it to the far point. All the way across. Speaker blockers that to the end wall, and Snyder picks up once more. Snyder at that far point, looking to set up a shot once more. One-timer comes in. Deflection carries that up into the netting. Boy, oh boy, they moved Speaker post to post on that, and there was some open netting to be found, but the deflection carried it up and out of play with 21 seconds left to go on the man advantage. 5:45 left to go. Snyder with a clean win there on the faceoff. They're going to try again. Far side of the ice, all the way across. Speaker able to make the save. Oh, he made it across. Can you believe it? Snyder can't set up the follow-up shot. It was a diving save and a gaping goal mouth there for the Stars. And Snyder sets up once more. Still 3 seconds left to go in the man advantage. It's a mini break for Snyder all the way in, all the way dangling across. Speaker gets across, shuts it down. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Still Snyder with the puck in front. Stars will just ice it to get their lines right. And so with 5:12 left to go in this second half, it's a defensive zone draw for the Stars. And they can get reset now that we're back to 5-on-5 hockey here from Westchester. And you can see the moment that the Stars had to dive all the way across, and did, to keep that puck out of the back of the net. This is Isikoff at the dot. He's got Gitman out there with him, firing on the puck. Isikoff gets it, works it off the half wall. He gets pinned there. Snyder pulls it off the boards. It's still Snyder looking for a trailer, but it was Druda who's able to get all the way across, and now it's Gitman using body position to work that puck up for Isikoff. Isikoff touches it out of the zone. He gets hooked there. No call coming. We're late on in this game. You got to expect the rule book maybe put in the pocket just a little bit. It's Druda reversing on over for O'Day. O'Day surveys his options, finds Bizarro, who pulls it out of his skates, and he'll skate forward with it. Bizarro on up toward Gitman. Gitman will dump in. Isikoff gives chase. It's now Snyder on the puck behind their own net. Snyder now in that far corner trying to set something up, but it was Gitman on the forecheck, now looking for Isikoff, who dumps the puck down. Puck still loose in front. Oh boy, could have been touched home. just hopped over Bizarro's stick. Ensuing shot hits the side of the cage. Stars trying to work it up to the point, and it's now Snyder on the puck. Druda able to slap that forward, but here comes Snyder. All the way across is Snyder, side of the cage. They come in front. There's some jousting in front, but the Stars defenders do their job. Still Snyder on the puck in the slot all the way across. Sits at the near post. Stars clear the danger. Snyder still with the puck in the zone. That's going to go all the way across. Is that puck for Gitman to pick up? And he's able to send that up toward Isakov. Bizarro tries to touch it farther. It's Snyder is offside. Isakov touches up. Under 4 minutes left to play here. From Westchester, PA, it's Snyder trying to set something up on the near side of the ice. Snyder still on the puck. Viscoso with a poke check takes the puck off a man. Snyder could have been called there for too many men on the ice, but again, it's too late in the game for that. It's O'Leary now dashing into the offensive end. Shoots in. That puck saved nicely by the Snyder netminder. And here comes the team from Philadelphia back in the other direction. Snyder all the way across. O'Leary bumps a man off the puck there. Rides him into the boards. It'll be Kotcher to pick up in the corner, but Snyder comes away with it. Snyder behind the net with the puck, looking for a trailer in the slot. Spinning that puck all the way across, but it's Rosick to it first. Rosick up the right wing. 3:10 left to go in this game. Rosick tries to go around a man. It effectively is a dump in there as Rosick still trying to get that puck out in front. Russo for support. Puck bounces off the stanchion. Rolling puck settled by O'Leary, dumped right back in. It's now Rosick on the puck at the end boards, able to meet his man and the puck at the same time. Rosick shovels it out for O'Leary, who throws it up toward Viscoso. Viscoso settles that puck down, carries it wide. Viscoso on the puck. Kotcher calls for it at the blue line. Viscoso dumps it in for Russo. It's moved over for Rosick. Rosick on the puck, shovels it up, but it'll be Snyder coming away with it. Look out, could turn into a break here. Not splitting the defenders because Kotcher gets a stick in the way. Speaker gets the leg pad down on the ensuing shot. It's still Snyder on the puck at the top of the near circle. Snyder on the puck. It sits at the near half wall. It's dumped in deep for Viscoso and O'Leary to try and get up and out of the zone. It's Viscoso firing that up to the far point. Look out, Snyder shoots that in, bouncing puck in front, hits a body, and it's Snyder once more. Speaker gets the glove on it. This one's going to be cleared by the Stars. It'll go for an icing with 2:04 left to play in this game. We'll keep our eye on the Snyder net here on the icing of the Stars. Shots 35-23 in Snyder's favor right now, but it's the Stars looking to get through the next 124 seconds of this contest at the Ice Line Quad Rinks. This will be Belonik to take the drop. He's got Bizarro and Bergman out there with him. The official unhappy with the players creeping in. It's Snyder trying to win that to the slot. They keep the zone, but it's Bizarro shepherding it out. Bizarro turned for it. He sends it up to the offensive blue line, no farther as Snyder comes away with it. It's Snyder into the offensive end. They try to go around Belonik, unable to do so. Stars will just send this all the way down, do it all over again with 1:46 left to play here in this second half. An offensive zone draw up coming for Snyder on the far side of the ice. Puck dropped to Speaker's right in the defensive zone here for the Stars. Snyder comes away with it, but they throw it out of the zone. Look out, it's Bizarro in a foot race now into the offensive end. Bizarro able to push that to the Zamboni doors. No farther though as Snyder comes away with it. They pump it up on a quick up the right wing. O'Day pushes his man wide. Snyder tries to go around. O'Day rides his man all the way into the boards, and it's Belonik trying to get that puck out of harm's way. Speaker kicks it aside. O'Day comes away with it. O'Day feathers it over to the near side of the ice. The net is empty for Snyder. 6 skaters on the ice in white. O'Day pushes his man white. Snyder side of the cage. They'll come around to that far side. Look out, it was a stick lift by Bizarro that cut out the threat. That puck's still in tight, and it's Snyder trying to come around once more. All alone in the slot. Speaker makes himself huge, and he makes the save with 1:01 left to play here. That shot was from in tight. 61 seconds left to go from Westchester, PA. And it looks like we might get a timeout on the ice here as the Stars and Snyder in another thriller from suburban Philly. We'll pause for the timeout. Enjoy some royalty-free music. I'm gonna go take a Xanax. timeout over. And with 1:01 left on the scoreboard, it's a defensive zone drop here for the Stars. We'll see who Coach O'Brien sends over the boards. Looks like it'll be O'Leary, Rosick, Gitman, Viscoso, and O'Day as the 5 skaters. Net empty for Snyder. As O'Leary ties his man up, look out, Snyder with the puck. They send it across, but it was Gitman who got his skate in the way. Sends it up to that far point. Snyder still with the puck. Snyder now in that far corner, all the way up to the far point. Snyder on the puck now, sends it all the way across top of the circle. They fire in, Speaker blockers that aside, and Rosick on the puck, tries to send it out of the zone. He's got 2 men on him as the Stars touch that farther, but Snyder collects it again. They fire that puck, it flutters up and over the net. Snyder still on the puck now, they fire it in once more, hits a skate, goes wide. Snyder back on the puck. It's Viscoso and Gitman on that far side of the ice. Snyder on the puck, they'll shoot in. Speaker kicks it aside. Snyder picks it up again in the corner. Snyder now at the end boards, they're in tight, puck flutters in front. Speaker comes across, that puck's still loose. Scored. That puck still loose in front, scored with 18.1 left to go in this game. Snyder ties it up, and just like that, it's a 4-4 hockey game late on here in Westchester. Well, 18.1 left to go. Unclear what the provisions are in this tournament, whether it's just a straight tie after 18 seconds. But of course, the way this hockey game's gone, who knows what's going to happen in the next 18. It's O'Leary trying to win that faceoff forward for Bergman. He does. Bergman dumps on and giving chase are the Stars. It's Snyder behind their own net. Rosick on his man. Bergman tries to throw it out front. Bouncing puck pinned against the end boards. 5 seconds left to go. Maybe time for Snyder to take one more shot, but that's going to roll where Druda can throw it off the boards. And so we'll see exactly what the provisions are here. There's no overtime, we're being told by the officials, and so just like that, this game ends tied at 4 with Snyder. Thanks so much for joining us right here on Midnight Sports. We'll see you tonight, 9 p.m. from Westchester, PA. Until then, stay safe.